Yeah. Do I assume it's obvious and clear to everyone? You want to practice it a little bit more later and let me know?
Yeah, I think practicing would be better. And then that's when we can ask questions if there are any.
Okay, that's good. Absolutely. That's good. Yes. So this is recorded. You're going to definitely find it, you know, watch me use it. So as you can see, what I would recommend you do, use this GPT instead of the general chat GPT. I've just shown you how the responses are going to be extremely different. Really, really, really different. Not because it's a different AI, it's just because it has custom information, which is a little bit different from what the general AI has. Right? So, with that in mind, let's go over to Logos Bible software. So, you can have access to Logos certainly through the website. Let me sign in. All right. Okay, I might need to go grab my, I never, almost never use it on the website. So let me go grab my login info. How is everyone using it? Do you use it through the app or the website? Which one is more convenient for us? For those who are using logos, just let me just know so I know which one we should go with. Okay, sorry. Trying to grab my passport here. Okay. So I will be using my wife's login. The account I created that I remembered last time so I can have access to the free option because I have the paid option and see what it looks like. So this is a website. And if I want to access that, I can come right here. I have the option of either downloading. No, you got the web, the desktop, and the mobile. So let's see what the desktop looks like. So this is the web application. This is the desktop, which I already have. So let's look at the web. Click on that. Okay. So I have this dashboard right here, and it has a couple of resources that we can have. We have a library, we can search, different Bibles, and then fact book. Let's say I want to study about the topical. In fact, this is like my favorite topical Bible study book. If, let's say I want to study Jesus Christ, just click on Jesus Christ there. It's going to pop up. I'm seeing what is free there. So yeah, you see, it's got resources there. Yeah. So topical. This is from top-notch scholars. Right? These resources you have here. These are no joke scholars, right? So of course you have to read everything with a grain of salt, just like you saw on while using the AI. Use everything with a grain of salt, right? But these are trusted. leaders in the field of theology, Christian theology, right? Not every commentary is going to be correct. There are many of them I read. You don't like, no, you don't agree with that. But that is the way, that's the way theology functions, just like science, right? But these are trusted information resources that you can use. Now, guided Bible study, let's say I want to do a word Bible study. I can do it here. That's where I'll use the guided Bible study. Now, let's say I want to do a topic passage Bible study or a devotional. They have these guided Bible studies. I usually don't use them a lot, to be honest with you. Right? I've used the topical Bible study guide before, right? But I already have the process of doing it. So I just follow the process myself and go. So I'm just looking at all the options we've got here. Then for notes, I used to take my notes here. You can, if you want to really use Logos as your main note-taking software, this is what you can put your notes in. The good thing is that it's all within the Bible software. I started using it and I discovered that it wasn't very convenient for me because my notes, the way I organize my notes is just wouldn't make it easy for me. So I stopped using the Logos notes. And then for tools, these are the different tools we have. Some of them are listed there. You can use an atlas, different courses, fact books, we already mentioned that, and text comparison, and all of this. And then you have commentaries and all of that there. Now for layouts, you can choose customize your layouts like right here. You can choose different options that you want to use. Let's say I want this one. If I click on that, the layout is gonna change. I can go back there and bring that into one. Now, for the inductive Bible study, the analysis we are looking for, there are two resources that are very, very useful. There's one of them called the exegetical guide. That's the one that breaks down the verse into different words and different phrases and gives you the grammatical structure. That is the main one we need for what we are doing. So let's go there and look at, let me see. Okay, let's see. That's why I want to use the free option. So I see what they have free. Make sure that they haven't removed that there. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there you go. So I'll find it here. So the guided study, this is it right there. It's free, as you can see. I click on exegetical guide. And then let's go to John 1, verse 1, favorite verse for this course. So when I click on John 1, verse 1, this is what I see here. It breaks every word, it breaks it down. It's going to use it mainly in the Greek syntax. Right? So I can come here in, when I come here, it gives me the word in Greek and then gives me the lemma, meaning if I have to pronounce that word in English, I'll say N. But in English, it is in. So this is the Greek alphabet. This is the Greek transliteration. And then this is the English equivalent for this word in. And then it tells me it is a preposition. If I hover over that, yeah, because yeah, that is a paid resource. If I hover over that, usually you give me a definition of what that means. So it's a preposition, and then it serves as a temporal preposition. So this is like the grammatical function of this word in this sentence. And this is its grammatical form. It tells you very easily. And that is exactly what we had from ChatGPT. It can easily gives us all of this information. And then beneath this line, you find, these are all like commentaries, lexicons, and dictionaries. So this is the purpose of the exegetical guide. It will take every single word in that verse and breaks it up. It takes in the beginning, for example, RK. This is the Greek alphabet, RK. And then when you transliterate that, this is what you have so that you can pronounce it in English as RK or RK. And then in English, it's going to be beginning. And then it kind of gives you kind of a gist into what it means. And then it goes, the next line is going to tell you the grammatical form or the part of speech. And then these are the Greek cases. It's singular, it's feminine. Like I said, we don't do the analysis of the syntax mainly in the Greek, right? You can also learn it from here. But the part I want us to get is really this part. It tells you very easily if it's a noun or not, and then singular or plural, and then tells you this information. What is the grammatical function of that word in that clause? It is a prepositional subject. Excellent. Now let's go to a verb. Okay. In the beginning was this is a Greek. Amy. In the Greek, this is how you find it. When transliterated to English, this is what you find. And it's the verb to be. And then it's a verb, imperfect tense, active voice, indicative mood, and third person. And it's singular. And then what is the function of that word in that clause? It's a finite verb. You remember we said finite verb. When you see this term finite, it means the main verb. That is the main clause, the independent clause. So this little thing right here tells you straight away you're dealing with the main independent clause in that statement. So you have seen how we've looked at it, the preposition, we've looked at the option when it comes to nouns, and then this is how a verb will be analyzed. So one simple resource in Logos that will help you with your observation of scripture is this one right here. So it's called Observational Guide. Again, I'm using the web version. You don't need to download anything. You can just go to the Logos website, create an account, sign in, access the web version, and then you go right there under guides. You find the exegetical guide. Now you know what that means. Exegetical, exegesis. Right? Now you know why they are calling it that way. You are actually getting into the nitty gritty of that verse, looking word by word, just like you see here. And then if you want to go further, they also have in the paid version other things, but this is really what we're going to be using it for here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Um, Sister said downloaded it to my laptop. What does that make it? The website or the app? That's a good question. Personally, I rarely use the web version. Personally, I always have it on my laptop of course, and it's just faster for me. Let me make sure I have that open. So if you have it already downloaded to your laptop, I would say yes, please continue to use that. It's probably going to be way faster. So this is the desktop version, the Mac version of it. I remember when Logos came out about 10 years ago, I first stumbled on it. And man, it was so slow. Oh God, you put it on the computer, the laptop, it was so slow. So I tested it out. It was so slow and I left it. I went to it. There was another competing software. I was using that. Then Logos got so much better and I came back to it. And when I downloaded it to my laptop, it worked perfectly. So the main purpose I'm showing you that on the website is just in case you want to, that's what you prefer to use, know that it is there. I haven't tested it a lot. If the functionality might have improved, but personally, I never use it, almost never. They also have an app. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yep, that's the app right there. Superb, 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 and excellent. I use the app much more than I even go to the website. Right. There are times where I do Bible study right from my app, right? Because Logos is right there. I've got ChatGPT on my phone. I've got Logos on my phone. I've got U version on my phone. Tell me about being complete and ready for Bible study anywhere, anytime, right? Right here on my phone. Leo version for reading my Bible, my chapters. I have my Logos Bible study. If I have to do an in-depth Bible study, and I have ChatGPT. That's all I need. My phone. So perfect. Okay, so has anyone tried the web app version? Any or does anybody prefer to use the web version, or have you used the web version? What's your take on it? Let's just see who's tried those before. Okay, let's see while we're waiting for that. Okay, so let me go back to the web application. So this is what it looks like. Again, this is the paid version. I have my layouts already, as I already said. This is the tool I shared with us shortly. And if I have to go to the exegetical guide, sorry, exegetical guide is the same thing. Let's go back to John 1, verse 1. Right, it's the same stuff. You just see that the paid option has a little bit of customization, which you can customize these tabs. I think you should be able to customize them, right? You can add right there the things you want to see here. The options you find will be limited. You might not find everything, but you just know that you can customize what you see here. For example, commentaries, I added this there. You will not find it in the exegetical guide. I just like to have it there. Cross references, I added it myself. Important passages, to be honest with you, I rarely look at those. Once in a while, they help. Biblical theology, yes, sometimes I go here and I read that. And then grammar in ancient literature, visualizations. This is when it comes to visualizing this verse, what it does is it gives you options like this, which some of them I don't, something like this, I never, almost never would study something like this, right? Because it doesn't really serve my purpose. Maybe advanced level analysis in the Greek, I'll go there. The one that I love so much, which I shared, uh, is this one. You can see it's very, very valuable to me. It can take a sentence, beginning to end, break it down into the different clauses, and I can immediately tell. Again, with ChatGPT, I can ask it the question directly and it will give me the same information. Every information I find here, ChatGPT will give that to me, right? It makes it super, super, super useful. So for my exegetical guide, the same thing, word by word, I can come here. Um, and then the same thing, preposition, temporary preposition. And then I have a little bit more resources under here, which are called lexicons. Like Low Nider, that's one of my favorite. Lexam Theological Workbook is an excellent resource. I have about five, six of them that they are my go-to every single time. All right. So this is Logos, and this is what we'll be using it for. That is just a tiny, like the tip of the iceberg to what you can do with this software. Remember, what I'm saying here is just very specific to observation. When we get to interpretation, we'll look at other items that we can use there.